So here we have our stew peas that will be marinating overnight. This is just 4 garlic cloves and 2 cups of kidney beans. You see how wrinkled these peas look already? It's been about an hour since I've been soaking these peas. We're going to marinate, well, as you can see, the water makes it wrinkled, but it's actually softening up the peas so that tomorrow it won't take as long to cook. So here you have it. There's 4 garlic cloves and 2 cups of kidney beans. Look at this, beautiful. Good morning. So it's now the following morning. Our peas have been soaking overnight. You see what our peas look like now? Until these peas are nicely cooked. It should take about an hour or maybe an hour and a half. So what I'm gonna do now is put the beef into the water along with the pigtail. All of this will boil together. When the meat is cooked, because it's likely that the beef will cook first before the peas do, we will take the beef out and just continue to cook the peas in the meantime. So there we go. So I've got about a pound of beef. These are stew beef cubes inside the water along with the peas, as you can see. So we're just going to boil these all together now. Okay? So we're about 30 minutes in, and I'm just double checking on these peas to make sure they're coming along nicely. They are not cooked yet. As you can see, the peas are still hard. They'll look ready when they begin to split open. And the way you test to see if it's ready is just by squeezing it with your finger. And if it easily crushes, then you know that the peas are ready and cooked. So as you can see, some of them have started to split open, but not all of them. So we'll just continue to cover this and allow these peas to cook. We've got about another hour to go. Okay, so our beef is now cooked as well as our pigtails. So what we're going to do is take them out of the pot and allow the peas to finish cooking. So this is what we're doing. We're just taking out the beef now. So this is our beef and our pigtail. This is just gonna sit on the side and wait until our peas are finished cooking. We won't be adding this back until the peas are done. So here we have our flour. I'm going to add just a bit of salt. And I have a lot of flour in here because I'm also making the stew peas version that has meat in it. So if you're making just the Untitled version, which is the version without meat, then my suggestion to you is just use half of this, which is about maybe a cup. So all I'm gonna do now is slowly add water and knead the flour until it becomes solid. So this is what I do. Just slowly add water. And knead the flour. So like I said, I'm also making the stew peas version that has meat. That's why I have such a big mound of dough. So what I'm going to do is separate this Half will be for the version that has meat, and the other half will be for the meatless version. So all I'm going to do now is pinch off small sections about this big and roll them to make our dumpling. You really don't need to pinch off a lot, about this much. And we'll just roll them to make the dumpling. There you go. Okay, so now that our dumplings are made, what we're going to do now is cut our scallion. And we're just going to cut them in half, or into fours, I should say, just like this. All of this is going to go into the pot at the same time. Okay, I'll just cut this part. We have our thyme as well as our pimento seeds. And our Scotch bonnet. So here now we have our pot with peas that have been cooked. And all we're going to do now is season and add our dumplings. So there goes our thyme and scallion, our Scotch bonnet, and all of our dumplings, as well as the pimento. We have some adobo. And then we have garlic powder, and that is really all you need. Now we're just going to stir, put this back on the fire for another 30 minutes, and it should be ready. I'm also going to add half a tin of coconut milk to it. Stir and let it cook. Okay, so it's been about 30 minutes now since we've had our dumpling inside of our stew peas mix. What I'm gonna do right now is try to thicken this up a little bit, because as you can see, the consistency is very runny. And I'll show you how I'm gonna thicken it up. It's a trick my mom taught me. So I got a little bit of flour and I have a little bit of water. There's 3/4 cup of flour in here and about half a cup of water in here. So what I'm gonna do is show you how to thicken the gravy by pouring a lot of water in here and stirring it around until this becomes a liquid. I'm gonna stir it and stir it. I'm pressing along the sides of the cup to take out the lumps that's inside of the mixture. And what we're going to do is just slowly pour this into the pot until our gravy thickens. And you'll see what happens. It's like magic. We're gonna add just a bit more. So I tasted this and I decided it needed a little bit more seasoning. So I just added some more adobo and some more meat seasoning. That's what's so good about this dish. You can add the seasoning to your liking. You just taste it when it's almost finished, and it'll determine whether you need more seasoning or not. But if ever you feel like you need more seasoning because you want to give it a more robust flavor, then all you have to do is just continue adding more adobo or garlic powder until you get the taste that you desire. See how our gravy is now getting thick? This is going to boil some more. And we'll be good to go.